Unexpected. Taehyung and Jungkook go live together, their aura makes ARMY cry tears of joy. Before we dive deep into the emotional rollercoaster that unfolded, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update on everything BTS. This is the place where we decode every moment, every mystery, and every heartbeat behind the most legendary group of our generation. Now, let's rewind time, just a few days ago. What if I told you that after months of silence, separation, and speculation, two of BTS's most beloved members, Taehyung and Jungkook, suddenly appeared together in a surprise live broadcast that shattered the internet and brought millions of ARMYs to tears? Would you believe it? Well, it happened. And not only was it unexpected, it was magical. No one saw it coming. There were no hints, no tweets, no leaks. ARMYs around the world were going about their usual routines, checking Weverse updates, replaying old Ren BTS episodes, maybe even feeling a bit nostalgic for the good old OT7 days, when suddenly a notification lit up. Taehyung and Jungkook were live. The reaction? Instant chaos. Twitter exploded. Instagram stories lit up like wildfire. Discord servers buzzed with disbelief. Thousands poured into the stream within seconds, their hearts racing, unsure if this was real or just another delayed upload from the archives. But there they were. Kim Taehyung, ethereal as ever, dressed in a cozy oversized sweater, his hair tousled like he just stepped out of a dream. And beside him, Jungkook, radiant and effortlessly charming, flashing that unmistakable bunny smile that hasn't changed since debut. No script. No filter. No PR polish. Just the two of them, being them. What happened next can only be described as emotional alchemy, an unscripted symphony of laughter, nostalgia, and deep, quiet understanding that reminded everyone watching why BTS is not just a band, but a bond. The live started with playful banter, Jungkook teasing Taehyung about his recent Paris trip, asking, "Did you even rest, Hyung? Or were you busy being the face of every fashion house in the world?" Taehyung laughed, his signature boxy smile lighting up the screen. "I missed Korean food too much," he said. "I came back for tteokbokki." But beneath the teasing, there was something deeper, an unspoken vulnerability. You could see it in the way they looked at each other, finishing each other's sentences, pausing for long silences that spoke volumes. Like two souls who had walked through storms, only to find each other again on the other side. At one point, Jungkook reached over and adjusted Taehyung's mic. It was a small gesture, almost imperceptible. But for ARMYs, it was everything. A moment that screamed, "I've got you." And then came the stories. They began reminiscing about the early days, the practice rooms, the ramen nights, the tiny dorms where dreams were bigger than the space they had to sleep in. Taehyung said quietly, "I remember when we used to stay up till 4 a.m. just talking about what it would be like to perform at the Grammys, and now it's happened. Sometimes I wonder if we dreamed too big." Jungkook replied, "No. I think we dreamed just right." The chat exploded with purple hearts, crying emojis, and messages from fans who had been with them since the beginning. ARMYs from Brazil, the Philippines, Germany, the US, India, all chiming in, sharing their own tears, their own memories. It was more than a live stream. It was a reunion of souls, not just Taehyung and Jungkook, but the fans who had carried their music like a lighthouse through storms of their own. But then, the tone shifted. Taehyung paused, looking into the camera with a sincerity that made the whole world stop. "I want to say something," he said softly. Jungkook turned toward him, suddenly serious. "I know, things have been confusing lately," Taehyung continued. "We've been quiet. There's been a lot happening behind the scenes. But one thing hasn't changed. Our love for you. For ARMY." Jungkook added, "We've been figuring out a lot. About ourselves, about the future. It's not always easy. But moments like this, being here, together, it reminds us why we started. And just like that, tears. On screen. Off screen. Everywhere. Because for the first time in months, ARMY saw both of them, not as global superstars, not as ambassadors or soloists, but as brothers, artists, and young men who still get nervous before a live stream, who still carry the weight of expectations, who still find comfort in each other. One comment in the live chat read, "I forgot how healing it is to see them laugh together." Another simply said, "This is the best day of my life." But the most haunting message of all? We didn't know how much we needed this until it happened. And maybe that's the most beautiful part. Because in a world where everything is curated, edited, and filtered, this live wasn't perfect. The audio glitched. Taehyung accidentally dropped his drink. Jungkook kept fixing his hair. But it was real. And in that reality, ARMY found something sacred, a moment of peace in a chaotic world. But the most unexpected part? It wasn't just nostalgia. It was a hint of something more, something coming. Something that could change everything. Just when fans thought the live couldn't get more emotional, Jungkook did something no one expected. He reached behind him and pulled out a small, worn notebook. "Do you remember this?" he asked Taehyung, smiling almost shyly. Taehyung's eyes widened in surprise. "Is that from 2015? Jungkook nodded. It was the same notebook they used back during the HYYH era, when they would scribble lyrics, doodles, and secret thoughts. It had become something of a time capsule, containing the purest pieces of themselves before the world knew their names. Jungkook opened a page and started to read. His voice trembled slightly. "One day, when the world feels too heavy, I hope we can still find each other. Not as idols, but as friends who made it out alive." Taehyung went silent. His smile faded into something softer, something almost sacred. It was a reminder that even after the awards, the tours, the tears, and the silence, what they held on to most wasn't fame. If this video touched you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think Jungkook and Taehyung are planning? Could this be the moment we've all been waiting for? Until next time, stay kind, stay hopeful, and always, stay purple.